The Red Sox are trying to make it 5 straight. Welcome to the ballgame, folks. I'm Dwayne Kuiper alongside Mike Krukow. Tonight's American League game features the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. The starter, Curt Schilling. Here's the game's first batter, Alex Sanchez. And that pitch starts the game.
This guy could be really key here today. A big contributor with that bat, and when he's on, he's very capable of hitting anything thrown at him.
And now he falls behind, 0-2.
He's tallied 7 wins and 9 losses so far.
That's a 3-pitch strikeout.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Doesn't get easier than that, partner.
Next at the plate, Ivan Rodriguez. This guy is a great hitter. Throws it over for a strike. There's not a cloud in sight. What a great day to play baseball. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, the pitcher wins the battle. Sweet pitch to get the catch.
Here's a guy that understands hitting, and it shows. On the ground. He's on with a 2-out single. Barnes steps into the batter's box. And a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
This guy usually pitches deep into the game whenever he starts. You will not see him tire out very often.
Great pitch in the black. Would have been a called strike even if the batter didn't swing through it.
Grounded to third. Got him for the out. So they got 1 base hit, but couldn't do anything with it. Up next, Johnny Damon. Jones delivers, and it's 1-0.
That was a purpose pitch. A changeup off the plate, hoping the batter would go chasing. He's logged 107 innings this season, and batters have had good success against him with an average of 294.
Misses outside.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Bad start. He's walked the leadoff hitter.
Kuiper, looks to me like he pitched around him. The unintentional, intentional walk.
Stepping in, Mike Lowe. Pickoff throw. Jones misses 1-0.
This guy can steal a bag of the rest of him. He could be going on this count.
Painted the black on the outside edge.
Well, walks come in bunches for this pitcher due to suspect control of some pitches.
A liner. A double.
Lowe just smashed the ball. There was little doubt that he was going for 2 from the second he hit it.
Next up, Manny Ramirez. This guy can flat out hit. Jones throws him with a fastball strike.
This guy will give you a solid 5 every time he's out there.
Misses for a ball.
All this guy's got to do is hit the ball marginally deep. They should score the run from third easily.
Ramirez, he laid out and makes the grab. That's the first out. The Red Sox lead 1-0. The next batter is David Ortiz. Out of the zone, that's a ball. Jones throws a fastball strike.
A deep fly ball should be good enough to score that runner on third base.
Got him. Next at the plate, Trot Nixon. This lefty batter looks forward to each and every at-bat against right-handers.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
He gets the outside corner.
Sweet pitch right there, partner. He put that changeup right where he wanted it for a called strike.
They're making a pitching change. Here's the relief pitcher, Derek Turnbow. Hitters count 3-1.
This guy can struggle with his control at times and is known to give up a few walks.
Full count here. Ball full.
Oh, it's too bad he walks this guy. He just lets him get away.
Pitch misses for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Turnbow fires a fastball and misses. And he gets the called strike.
Now the pitcher does not want to fall any further behind this guy, so he should be coming in with something across the plate. Keeping that in mind, this could be a perfect time to hit and run.
3-2 count. The runner at first is off. The side is retired with one man left on base. With one inning played, the Red Sox lead by a pair of runs. Up next, Lyle Overbay. This guy is a pretty decent hitter. That one is driven deep to center. Damon should have no problem.
Get a nice pitch there to get the fly ball. Nice work.
Matos strolls to the plate. This southpaw is a C-plus hitter against right-handed pitching. Schilling throws a strike with a fastball.
He averages about 5 Ks per 9 innings. A respectable number.
Gets the call for a strike. The appeal goes to third. And on 3 pitches, he's gone. There's more than just a few righty hitters who are superior against right-handed pitchers than this guy. Schilling delivers strike 1.
His location was perfect with that splitter right on the black.
And on 3 pitches, he's gone. Heading into the bottom of the second, Boston leads by 2. Bottom of the order coming up. This guy isn't great against right-handed pitching, but he does all right. Gets a strike high in the strike zone.
This guy feasts on pitches under his hands.
Hits a liner the other way. He's on with a leadoff single. This is a hitter who's consistently average in the box. The runner at first is going. Into second safely with a steal.
Well, here's a perfect example of a pitcher forgetting all about that base runner. He got a big lead and stole it easily.
Taken out to the left side. He throws it away. And a run scores. The Tigers trail the Red Sox by a margin of 3. Stepping in, Jason Varitek. 95-mile-an-hour fastball misses.
He really keeps batters off balance with 4 different pitches.
He can't get the 95-mile-an-hour heater over.
Players are taught that if you're in second, you're going to go on anything hit on the ground on the right side of the infield. A ground ball right here would open up that scenario.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Gathers it in with his glove. There's an out. Next up, Johnny Damon. There's strike one. Just missed.
His pitch list consists of a good four-seam fastball, a changeup, and a curveball.
Hit foul. Turnbow with the 1-2 delivery. And the run comes home. The Tigers trail the Red Sox by a margin of 4. The next batter is Mike Lowe. Out of the zone, that's a ball.
This pitcher has one solid pitch, and he throws it a bunch.
No swing.
Even the batter knew he got away with the swing there.
Caught him looking. That's not a swing. He checked it in time. Walk number 3 given up in the ball game.
Nothing positive comes out of this guy nibbling. He's falling behind, and finally walks the guy.
Misses for a ball.
His number one pitch is his fastball.
Curve at the knees, paints the outside corner for a strike. Turnbow misses, 2-1. The count is even at 2. And the pitch. Payoff pitch coming.
The infield's got to think about playing a double play depth right now.
Terrific at bat right here. Hit towards first base. Out number 3, and the inning is over.
Now there's a great example of the defense picking you up. They turned a sweet double play right there.
After 2 innings, Detroit trails by 4. Estrada will hit next. First pitch strike, no balls and 1 strike.
Terrific pitch there, partner. He put the fastball right where he wanted it for a called strike.
Takes a pitch that tails low and away.
He's got one real good pitch, and he'll stick with it to try and get a batter out.
1-2. That's 5 strikeouts.
Partner, he gets ahead of him and never looks back. Sweet strikeout.
He delivers a called strike.
Terrific pitch there, partner. He put the fastball right where he wanted it for a called strike.
Hit towards third base. 2 out. Next at the plate, Alex Sanchez. This left-handed hitter is pretty solid in the batter's box. A little shaky in the on-deck circuit, but really solid in the batter's box.
With this guy hitting kite, the infielders should be on their toes. This guy's got some great wheels.
0-2.
His location was perfect, and that's delivered right on the black.
And we'll reset and do it again. 1, 2, 3, and the inning is over. After 2.5, the score is 4-0. Up next, David Ortiz.
He's out there on the mound with 0 stuff to do.
Pitch is low. Next pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
2 balls and 1 strike. There's a line drive.
Hey, that's a great play on a very tough line drive. That's one of the toughest balls in baseball to judge.
1 out, nobody out. 1 ball and no strike.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
There's a close pitch called a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. They check down at third. And now it's a full count. Got him with the changeup at the knees.
Well, he's talking about making a good pitch. Right there, he was really backed up against the wall, and then he digs deep, makes great pitches, and gets the strikeout.
A ball. One and 1 pitch. And the count is 2-1. Hit the other way out to right. 1, 2, 3, and the inning is over. After 3, the score is 4-0. Stepping in, Ivan Rodriguez. On the ground, gathers it in with his glove, and he's out. Next up, Carlos Guillen. The delivery. Ground ball to the first baseman. They make the play. Barnes steps into the box. Fastball for a strike.
Great pitch in the black. Would have been a called strike even if the batter didn't swing through it.
That throw missed wide, and you'll have to track it down. That one was misplayed and ruled an error.
It was simply a matter of poor play in the outfield that allowed the runner to get the third. That's inexcusable.
Overbay comes to the plate.
Infield, going 1. Here we go, outfield, 6-2 on the hit. Here we go.
He crushes it. Indeed trouble as it bounces up against the wall. That's an RBI single.
Kite, that was a nice single. Good job.
Here it comes.
Strike 1. Strike 2. Make it run it now.
In tight. And a breaking ball down low.
They're going to have to do something out there. Some of these pitches ain't even close.
And now it's a full count. He's hitting .237 with 10 home runs and 54 runs batted in. He's breaking for second. What a battle this is. There goes the runner. That'll do it as we go to the bottom of the inning. After 3.5, Detroit trails by 3. Dirksen is the next hitter. And here's the delivery. Heater inside for a ball. He swiped 45 bases. 1-1 count. Hit foul. Out of the zone, that's a ball.
They're going to have to do something out there. Some of these pitches ain't even close.
The count is full. Grounded down the left side. Got him. Pitch missed inside. Two balls, no strikes. The count's 2-1.
Watching that play?
He rolls one to the right side. Got him for the out. The next batter is Jason Varitek. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0. Takes a pitch high.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Takes a pitch high. There's a line drive. He's in there with a 2-out single. The Tigers have a right-hander up in the bullpen. The bullpen is stirring, so he just wants to come out and give the bullpen some more time. Next at the plate, Johnny Damon.
I don't know, Cap. I think he may be thinking on the mound too much after a visit.
Taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Scout report on this guy is to throw it anywhere but under the hands.
The 1-1 pitch. Change misses downstairs.
Now the pitcher does not want to fall any further behind this guy, so he should be coming in with...
The ball is back, way back. It's off the wall. He's on his way to the plate. A run crosses the plate. With that 2-out hit, he brings a runner home.
Hey, he does a great job of knocking the run, and look at this, they're still threatening.
The Tigers call for a reliever. Acevedo comes in to try to provide some relief. He's looking for his second hit of the day. This is a pretty good right-handed batter. Lowell lays off low for a ball. Strike three, and he'll take a seat. With 5 innings remaining, the score is 5-1. Coming up, the bottom of the order. Lifts one to left. Ramirez makes the catch. Up next, Johnny Estrada.
Let's go. We got one down.
There's a line drive. That's a base hit with 1 out.
That's why this guy's got a spot in this team. He's a good executor. He can make things happen.
Ground ball to the third baseman. Got him. Barely. That's a fielder's choice.
Not the best throw I've ever seen, Carlin, but they were able to record the out.
Stepping in, Alex Sanchez. He delivers. Fly ball to center, not deep. Should be an easy play.
Got a good jump on the ball off the bat, got underneath it, made an easy play.
Up next with an RBI in the game, Manny Ramirez. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
The bat went through the zone.
Now, I don't think he went on that one. I think the batter got a raw deal there.
Looked like a good pitch, but called a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
On the ground to third. Got him.
God, this dude needs to keep his head up. This hasn't been his best game. He'll live to play another day.
Next up, David Ortiz. 2 outs. The next batter is Trot Nixon. Taken for a ball. High for a ball. He's batting .258 with 14 home runs and 44 runs batted in. That one's belted deep and gone.
Hey, Kai, there are not too many ballparks over the hell that one.
Just out of the fielder's reach. He's on first with a base hit.
Jackson hit it just hard enough to get it past the infielders for a knock.
Low.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Misses outside.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Dirksen taking, and it's outside.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
He's on with a 2-out single. Pitch taken for a ball. He swiped 3 bases. He goes down swinging. With 5 innings played, the Red Sox lead by a margin of 5. Next at the plate, Ivan Rodriguez. That one's foul, but it looks like there's some room. Ortiz makes the play in foul ground. Stepping in 1 for 2, Carlos Guillen. Laid off the low splitter. He swiped 3 bases. Deep fly ball to right field. Nixon makes the routine catch.
Never in doubt.
This guy here is accustomed to frequent success against right-handed pitching. First pitch a bit low. And a breaking ball down low. He swiped 7 bases. Inside. He's batting .296 with 5 home runs and 30 runs batted in. Swings and lifts one to right. Nixon should have no problem. Schilling retires the side in order. After 5.5, the score is 6-1. Stepping in 1 for 2, Jason Varitek.
This guy loves to whack balls up high.
He makes a spectacular catch.
Kite, that's not an easy play to make it off. He really flashed the leather there.
Base is empty with 1 out.
One down. Ready. Ball.
Takes a pitch high.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
No swing. 3-1. Here's the pitch. He belts it way back, and gone.
There was no doubt about that. You can see that thing was out of here the second it hit the bat.
Damon put a good swing on that ball for the solo shot.
With a double, Mike Lowe. Pitch misses for a ball. Ball. 2-0 count. Ball. Pitch taken for a ball. Ground ball pulled down to the left side. He's on first with a base hit.
Hitting is as much mental as it is physical, right? The batter's got to know what he can do and what the situation is at all times.
Ramirez takes low for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Taken for a ball.
The defense would be wise right here to move into double play depth.
Makes a pickoff throw to first. Right fielder is on his horse. He's on first with a base hit.
Nothing spectacular there, just a good old-fashioned base hit to get things going.
Here's the pitch. In tight. And he makes the catch.
He snagged that thing right out of midair.
The Tigers have someone warming up in the bullpen. Up next, Trot Nixon.
I don't think the runner's going to be stopping at third. The ball's hit to center field. He does not have a good arm.
The count's 1-2. Two and two, the count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. With 3 innings remaining, the score is 7-1. Stepping in, Lyle Overbay. Fastball missed away for a ball. Tigers have 2 men up in the pen, a lefty and a righty. Misses outside. That's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Good start to the inning, a leadoff single.
Well, that was pretty simple. Just put it on the ground and find a hole and get a hit.
Matos takes, and it's ball 1. That will fall in for a base hit. He's on first with a base hit.
Hey, Kai, good work there to get the runner in scoring position.
Go through it, Bill. Hey, boys, we're shooting 300 head now, Bill.
No outs with 2 runners on base. On the ground. 2 out. He's out. A 4-6-3 double play.
Cut, that double play was smooth as silk, just like they practice it, big boy.
Next up, Johnny Estrada.
Yeah, come on now.
He's going back at the track. The wall. It's off the wall. A run scores. That's an RBI single.
He
Hello.
didn't fool him at all on that pitch. He smoked it to the outfield for a base hit.
How are you doing, Brad?
All right. Yeah, I ran a advanced Mazda Cup today.
Did you win?
Well, actually, it was a really good strength of field. It was like a 2400, and I was number 4, and I was running 4th, and then the leaders were like 3 wide, so I caught up. Well, I was with them in the draft the whole time, but the guy in 5th caught up, and I started overdriving, and I spun.
So you finished 6th?
Yeah,
All right, everybody, up on their
How many
feet.
chip
Time
points
for the
did you get?
7th inning stretch.
Yeah, I could
110.
use a bit of a break.
That was a good strength of field.
Yeah, which is almost as many as I got for finishing 2nd in the SK. I got 115. I moved up to 4th in points.
How many were the... What was the strength of field for the SK?
I was surprised. It was like 20 or 21. 2189.
Taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
He's going back at the track. The wall. He reaches with a leadoff single.
Jackson started this inning off in fine fashion. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
Dirksen sends a grounder to short. He's out on the 6-4-3 double play.
Cut, that double play was smooth as silk, just like they practice it, big boy.
Oh and 1. On the ground, see nice single up the middle. He's on first with a base hit.
Not much to say about that other than it raises the old batting average.
The next batter is Jason Varitek. Misses outside. One ball, 1 strike. Hit to right
We
field.
just missed the advanced Mazda Cup.
He makes the play. With 2 innings left,
That's
the score is
7:15 or
7-2.
3:15 where you are.
Is it every 2 hours?
Next at the plate,
Yes.
Sanchez.
Yes, are you going to race in the
No, I am playing baseball.
Are you on the stream?
Yes. Kurt Schilling is back from his injury, and he pitched a very good game.
And here comes the hook. They're going to the bullpen.
When's your next real dirt race?
Tomorrow?
Is your setup
Takes
ready?
a pitch just off the plate. 1-0.
Yes, it is ready.
He
ready
swiped
to set up.
15 bases.
Wow, you guys are having a
One
good game.
strike.
Yes, Trot Nixon hit a home run. Johnny Damon is 3 for 3. He needs a triple to get the cycle.
He's hitting .304
Did the
with
Brewers
11
play
long
today?
balls and 51 RBIs.
Yes, they are playing
Pitch.
today.
Fastball inside.
Are they winning?
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind.
No.
So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
He swings through it for
Which
strike.
is nothing new.
Ooh, this guy's
They haven't scored a run in
That
26
strikeout just
innings.
gave him the hat trick.
Up next, Ivan Rodriguez.
Since Christian Yelich's last home run.
Probably.
Did they really not score that long?
Early
Yeah,
swing.
they got shut out 3-0 by the Reds on Wednesday, 1-0 by the Reds yesterday, and it is 0-0 right now. The Pirates.
Taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try
You're
to
gonna
make a
score a
hitter
run
chase
against
your
the
pitch. That's
Pirates.
exactly what you saw right there.
At some point, I would hope.
Pitch taken for a ball.
We have 4 All-Stars. We better be able to score. Ooh, late.
Yes, I missed
It's
the
a
button.
full count.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
The ball is hit right back up the middle.
It's because you're thinking
He's
about
headed to
nachos.
second. He's rounding second.
No, it's because I wasn't thinking.
In there with a one-out triple.
Kai, you don't see too many players that can fly around the bases like that. Great triple.
Speaking of a triple,
Stepping in, Carlos Guillen.
Triple Nachos Belgrande.
Thank you now.
Hopefully Johnny Damon can get one of those.
The delivery. He opens up on one and hits a line drive.
Oh,
And a run scores.
From the time that ball left the bat, that ball had no chance of being caught.
oh no. The shutout is gone for Kurt Schilling.
Barnes digs in at the plate.
he has a handicap of 2 runs, so if it's if it's still 2 runs, it's still a shutout.
Yes. Hey, we scored.
1-0.
Yep.
The Red Sox go to the bullpen. Doman comes in from the bullpen.
Did the World of Outlaws race recently?
The real life ones?
Yeah.
Yes. They raced last night at Brown County Speedway? No. They raced 2 nights ago at
Here's the
Brown
pitch.
County Speedway, maybe. Somewhere in like South Dakota or North Dakota or something. They raced tonight at Cedar Lake Speedway.
Pitchers ahead, 1-2. Barnes takes low.
Hey, partner, if the pitcher can keep the ball low in the zone, he might be able to induce a ground ball to start, too.
The count runs full. The runner at first is off.
He just loses him in that bat. That's a free pass, and we'll see if it comes back to hurt him.
Hey, back it up for 2.
Next up, Lyle Overbay.
Hey, let's move the bear in the middle.
Damn.
Takes a tailing fastball. Lifts one to right. Nixon should have no problem. Makes the catch to record the out.
Oh, let's get a wrapper on the pesky pole.
Ground ball until we go 1. Okay, we gotta go to 3.
It's like the only ballpark that would have held that.
Let's take it all day.
Here's the pitch. That's a liner back through the middle.
Better than 3 now.
And a run comes home. That's an RBI single.
Oh, no.
If the ball is hit the center field, he does not have a good throwing arm.
You gotta throw him out of the plate.
It's okay, you still have a 3-run lead.
No balls and 1 strike. Hit to center field. The side is retired with 2 runners stranded. Going into the bottom of the 8th, Boston leads by 3. The next batter is Johnny Damon.
Partner, this dude's a triple away from the cycle. Let's see if we can get it right here.
1 ball and no strike.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
2 balls and no strike.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches. Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Pulls it foul. Here it comes. Now 3-2. He draws the walk.
Walks always seem to come around to hurt you. He falls behind the batter and just never gets back into the at-bat. Oh, partner, that's a terrible time to be walking hitters.
Oh. Oh, wait, that's
Back
you.
with a
Oh,
single,
wait.
Mike Lowe.
Who's that?
It's a good bunch
What
situation
is
for the
he?
offense. The defense needs to set up a defense.
Yes, it
for
is me.
Damon is taking off.
Hey, Kike, he got a tremendous jump there and swiped second with a little effort.
That one's high and deep. Going. It's off the wall. A run crosses the plate. That's an RBI double. He's done for the day. The new pitcher, Young-Hung Kim. Stepping in 1 for 4, Manny Ramirez.
That runner on second is going to be going on anything hit on the ground to the right side. In that situation, the fielders need to get the sure out at.
That's crushed. It's off the wall. Sends the throw to the cutoff man. That's an RBI double.
That's a nice at bat right there. He got that run home and he ended up in scoring position himself.
What'd you have for lunch today?
Nothing.
Did you have anything to drink?
Next up,
Water.
David Ortiz.
Water and nothing all day.
Water.
A ball.
The infielders have to be thinking, ground ball to the left side, look the runner back on to first. Ground ball to the right side, just go to first.
And the pitch. 2-1. Painted the outside corner for a strike.
Good idea to score some more runs, Tony.
He comes up a little
Yes, you
bit
can never
short.
be too safe.
That's an RBI single.
Hey, look at that. That's another 2 runs for the home team.
Up next,
Yay.
Trot Nixon. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Fastball outside.
Look like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
He walks him on 4 pitches. Jackson up next. Against righty pitchers, the batter is nothing to write home about. Pitch misses for a ball.
They've set that defense at double play depth. If you can get a ground ball right here, they might get 2.
Changeup high for a ball.
Look like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
That's an infield fly, so the batter's automatically out. Fastball in tight for a ball.
Hey, partner, if the pitcher can keep the ball low in the zone, he might be able to induce a ground ball to start 2.
They appeal to the third base ump.
Didn't go.
He started to swing, but he didn't go through the zone. A liner. That's an RBI double.
Dirksen came through big time right there. Now, Skipper's got to love that. You drive in 1 run, and you set your team up to score another. Any deep fly ball here scores a run for third.
We're just getting wide open, Tony.
Hit to center
It's,
field.
I'm trying to kill Bung Hyun Kim for leaving.
He puts it away. Everybody's tagging. The runner advanced on the fly ball.
He got under it, hit it deep enough to bring the runner home from third.
Stepping in, Jason Varitek. You won't see this batter getting the lights out against right-handers. A ball. Pitch taken for a ball. Two and one the count. Three balls, 1 strike.
Looks like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
The batter couldn't check his swing. Hit towards the shortstop. That'll do it for the Red Sox in the 8th. The Tigers trail by 8 with 1 inning left to play.
Butters up in 2 at bats.
Stepping in 2 for 3, Johnny Estrada.
This is it. They're going to have to create some offense
He's
in
a
a hurry.
full-time player. He's batting .283.
Butterman?
It wouldn't fit Butterworth.
It wouldn't fit?
No, it was Butterworth.
What if you put Dave Butterworth? Or is it last name and first name?
They're separate.
Oh, okay.
Be sure to join us
Out of the zone, that's a ball. What a shot! He made the catch at the wall.
It's a good play there to make the grab with his back up against the wall.
One down.
He hits it towards first. Ortiz makes the routine.
Ooh, top 100 prospect.
Next up, Alex Sanchez.
He's hardly a prospect anymore.
2-8.
Really? Has he been in the leagues the whole season?
2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah. But
This
I
guy
think
can
this was
really
before
hurt
the
you with
season.
balls up in
I
the
count
zone.
that.
Yeah.
That's in foul ground, but he should have room. In foul territory, makes the catch. The final score, Boston 12, the Detroit Tigers 4.
Please make sure to buckle up and try don't
Are you bringing in David Ortiz to pitch? Oh, game's over.
I am not.
Why does it say you're still in the top of the 9th inning? Even though the game is over.
That's a good question. It should say end of game.
Hey, he was on the Brewers.
He was also on the Twins. Ooh. Hey, Brewers are leading the Central. 68 and 53.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Thanks to the excellent pinch hitting of John Batista,
That's the catcher.
the third string catcher.
Wait, I'm hitting 242 in wow. I should never get to the majors.
You are not doing good, but you have the equivalent of Josh Hader and Richard Samuels as your closer.
It is not a closer. And that guy hardly strikes out anyone.
He only 23 strikeouts in 29 innings. Ben Sheets has a 5.2 ERA. I don't remember where Tim is. I completely lost him.
You can't search him? Wait, what's Kevin doing?
Kevin is hitting well. I think
Ooh.
Steven Spears won the starting job somehow because his at-bats are rising very fast. And he's
Over Jose Reyes?
No, I don't think so. He's probably playing second base or something,
That makes sense.
but I'm not sure.
He's hitting pretty well.
I'm not sure.
He could set an all-time record.
What's the record he's gonna set?
Most home runs in a season. He's got 7. The record is 72.
Okay. I thought it was 73.
You're probably right. Jonathan Foley, 39. What is this, AAA? Oh yeah, AAA. Oh, he's not doing anything. He's like a backup in AAA.
Foley's probably the worst of all of them so far. If I can find Tim, I can confirm it.
It's because he puts too much time into his music and not enough time into his baseball.
Like Bronson Arroyo.
Yes, exactly. And 309, not bad. When's he gonna get a call?
When... that's a good question. When Jeff Bagwell retires. I'm not sure where he is.
Who? Oh, Tim.
McDonald.
You can't like search that?
I can't search his name.
I forgot this is like 2005, not MLB The Show. You think you made it, Tim?
I did.
Wait, what's Sammy Sosa doing in AAA? Hey, there's that boy. What's King Griffin? What is going on, Tony?
They're old.
What about Zach Miller?
I don't remember where he is either. I found Scott Drake.
No, you just passed him. Just passed him.
Oh, I did?
Scott So he's either on Iowa or Charlotte. Oh, Scott Drake.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think he's the next Barry Bonds.
Wow. Maybe not the next Barry Bonds, but at least the next Albert Pujols.
Yes.
Scott Drake is 18, really.
Zach Miller's doing better. Last year he batted barely over 200.
He doesn't draw many walks.
What was his on-base percentage?
314. His batting average is 275, I think. Tim Seabarger. Okay.
I remember him. Oh, I found him. He's teammates with Hideo Nomo and Jeff Kent.
Oh no. And Jose Molina. He's having a pretty good year.
It's Rafael Molina and Jose Munson.
Oh. I knew I was confused.
Because I have Jose Molina on my AAA team. So I knew it wasn't him.
And Jorge Piedra Sada. Polo Sada. And David Ross.
Oh, you're not kidding.
And Alex Gonzalez, former Brewer. The Xfinity race has been postponed until after 9:30 Eastern.
I forgot that was going to be tonight. Damn, you got the top two guys in the MVP race. Three in the top five.
Wow.
Gerard Guthrie, Steve Brassard, and Wayne Collier.